welcome to Jam and Chat. I'm your host. My name is Matthew. With me today, I have Jennifer Valaket, accomplished classical musician. Check out Jennifer's music page. You're welcome. We're gonna start off quickly going back into our discussion on growling on the saxophone. So Jennifer just asked me the question. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was saying that when I was practicing it, because I did growling the other way, so I'm trying to learn the new way. But when I practice it, well, it's a new way for me anyway. But when I practice it, like nothing comes out. like, so I could do it without the mouthpiece, but then when I add the mouthpiece in there, like when I'm practicing, it's you know.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna do sort of a Q&A today. That's cool with me. So the first A is going to be to work on that second growl, the one we talked about, the mid-level growl, where we start with the column of air, and then we add the hum gradually. So, now, what was happening with you is that you were getting the hum to start while the column of air was still going, so you're halfway there. The
Yeah.
trick is you have to keep the reed vibrating enough to keep your tone. Okay? Even if your tone suffers at first, try to see if you can at least keep it going.
Right.
Alright? So, remember, you can use the cheek muscles like we talked about and push the air a little harder to try to make it come out.
Okay.
Alright? So, if we do growling in a jam today, Jennifer, I want you to do some growling in your jam. But don't even think about like it's something you're doing, okay? It's not. It's like you're just like adding your voice to it. So you're
Right.
playing and you just add a little bit of humming here and there. Maybe you're just on a long note. Right?
Right. Right.
That's enough to start with, right? Get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You have another question? Number
No,
one?
that pretty much covered it.
Oh, man, Q&A's got to have more than one question.
I know. Well, I guess my Q&A was lame.
Okay, so it's a lame Q&A today.
It's a lame Q&A. I had one Q&A.
All right.
I had a Q.
All right. So we're gonna do the guitarist's challenge.
Okay. Well, let
We're
me.
going to play in a random key.
Right. Yeah. I'm having trouble hearing this one. No, I mean,
I'm playing really quiet because I'm having trouble hearing you.
no, I know. No, I mean, I'm having trouble finding the key. I was listening. I was like, I heard an A flat in there somewhere. I was playing quietly to try to figure the key out. Flat.
What key was I in?
Well, I was playing a lot of D flats and F sharps and E flats. So D flat, I'm gonna guess. No, okay.
F sharp.
So it was F sharp. Okay, I was gonna say I was playing a lot of F sharps, and so I guess it was C sharp. C sharp I was playing then, because that's in the key, obviously. So yeah, I figured it out after a bit. So, but
Have you worked with solfege?
not much. A little bit in college we had to, but I was terrible at it because I couldn't sing. Um,
No,
huh?
Jennifer. It's okay. Everybody's had different experiences, you
Hmm.
know. It's not like, oh, if you didn't learn solfege, I'm not gonna jam with you anymore.
No, no, I'm
No,
just saying it
practice
was
solfege.
it was hard for me. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. See, I can't.
But okay, so like do in a major key and la in a minor key have
Hmm.
this incredible gravity that you can hum along with a tune and not know what the key is. But if you
Right,
try to put the solfege with it, you're going to run into a wall if you're in the wrong key. It won't line up right because of the half steps and the whole steps.
right,
You'll end up with tays and lays and mays and all this other shit.
right.
Okay? All right. To keep that do re mi fa sol la ti do, you have to know the key. And I was playing in a diatonic key. I wasn't doing anything strange except for a little bit of negative harmony.
Hmm.
I wasn't doing, anything else outside the key. I wasn't modulating.
Right.
I just put my capo in a random spot and started playing a C chord. It
Hmm.
happened to be 6 frets above, so that puts you right in between F and G, in between a rock and
Right.
a hard place. No.
Exactly.
No, you would have rather been on either of them, I'm sure.
I know. I mean, and thankfully I figured out the key, but I was just like, is this D flat or is it F sharp or is it? I was trying to think. It turned out to be F sharp, but you know.
Well, it 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 seems to me like the ear training that you require is
Uh-huh.
being able to hear the difference between the tonic, the subdominant, and the
Right.
dominant.
Yeah.
Because it seems like you can pick out what one or two of the three are,
Mhm.
but you're not being able to tell which is which.
Right. Yeah. Because it takes me a while to to grasp what key we're actually in, and I'm like, okay, well, I can find this one, but and I remember doing that in ear training too. I had the same difficulties, but and then you had those perfect pitch kids that were like, oh wait, this is an A, that's a B, you know. But
Well, that's not what I'm talking about.
no, 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 I know, but
I'm talking about relative pitch. And
yeah,
relative pitch can be learned at any age by anyone. So we're
it
not
can,
talking
yeah.
about perfect pitch. Perfect
No,
pitch
I
is
know.
cool, but that's
No,
not
I know.
my
I,
bag.
I just meant that there was just
Hmm.
some in college that had that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I would recommend is putting on random music and just finding the key, not with the attempt of playing, just listening and
Hmm.
humming to find the key.
Right.
And the reason why I say humming is because, that works in with their growling lesson anyway. I want you to get more comfortable with humming. And that's actually good for your vocal training too, to do
Exactly.
humming. So I think that would help you in a lot of fronts. So what I would do is just put on random music and whenever you feel comfortable, start humming, attempting to find that do or that la,
Hmm.
whichever it is. And then, if you're not sure, maybe try do re mi fa so, and if it doesn't sound right, maybe you're on so or maybe you're on
Right.
fa. Same
Yeah.
thing with if you're in a minor key. Your 1, 4, and 5 would be la, re, and mi,
Hmm.
right? So solfege, I can't give it enough credit for training my ear from the time that I was just a youngster. It's really a genius system, and it's not better than others. It's just that's the one that I learned, and so it has a special place in my heart because I learned it when I was little. So that's what I would do. And experiment. Try that same note. If it doesn't work as do, then try it as so. And if that
Yeah.
doesn't work, then try it as fa. And oh wow, okay, now I can hear. I know what my key is. So if that's fa, then fa mi re do must be my key. And if
Right.
that works, fa mi re do, then you did find it,
Hmm.
right?
Right. Right. I'm
You ever
glad.
learn? You ever learn about fourths and fifths?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I mean, that's like in the beginning.
You learn about how they're reversible.
Probably. It's been a while.
Like, for example, this is one of the simplest things in music, but it's so important to conceptualize it. I think that might be part of what's missing in your in your ear training.
Right.
The difference between the sound of a fourth and a fifth, and how, like, for example, A to D is a fourth, but D to A is a fifth.
Right. Exactly.
They're reversible.
Yeah, I used to have trouble with that in ear training class actually, and so did I mean my friends did too. He used to give us examples like a fourth is like here comes the bride, you know,
Correct.
Star
Yeah.
Wars, then and a fifth, you know,
Well,
like he
Star
gave
Wars
us.
is confusing because it starts
I
with
know
both.
it does, it really
It
does.
starts with a fourth and then a fifth. So
And then
so
that's John
Twinkle
Williams.
Twinkle Little Star though is a good
Yes,
fifth because
that is
that's straight fifth.
that is exactly
Here Comes
yeah
the Bride and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That's what you do. I mean, like I don't have to do that anymore, but that's what I did all through my,
yeah
20s as I was really honing my ear, you know what I mean? And got to
yeah
the point where I didn't have to think about it anymore.
right yeah
Another good one is that old Nirvana song,
oh
Smells
yeah
Like Teen Spirit. And by the way, I'm gonna give a plug. I just want you guys to know, for everybody here on YouTube, I really care about you guys, your music channels, and what you're doing, and to show everybody some love for the community. I'm starting a new playlist. I started it today, and it's called Friends of the Studio. And speaking of the smells like Teen Spirit, I heard an incredible cover of it today. One of my YouTube friends became the first person on my Friends of the Studio playlist for singing "Smells Like Teen Spirit" lyrics to the tune of "Watermelon Sugar" by
no
Harry
way
Styles. It's amazing. I really, really, genuinely like it. I even shared it on my Facebook. So
I
check her
gotta
out. Sarah Olson. There's a card going up for there right now, so you can just go right to it. See, that's my symbol, so I remember to put the card up. I do that to the camera. Hey, everybody, don't forget the card. Okay. So, I also found another friend of the studio. And I didn't find him. He's been a friend of the studio, but he made a really awesome original song. His mistake was telling me that it was an original. I never would have known. I would have thought it was
wow
just a blues classic that I hadn't heard before.
that's cool
So I'm putting up a card for that too. Is Lapis is the name of the artist, and
sweet
it was "Lovely Lady" is the
wow
name of the blues song. It was really good. You're studying the blues,
I am
right?
yes
It's a
yes
duo, right? They have a backing
cool
track they made with bass and drums, and then the female plays. She plays keyboard, and then
so
Joe
cool
plays electric guitar, and they both sing
wow
it. It's really good.
I
So
wonder
make
if they
sure you check that out.
would they ever come on Jam and Chat with us? That'd be cool.
I invited them to the group. We'll see. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. I jammed with them in person once. They're in Portland. It
Really?
was really cool. Yeah, I went.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I went out and jammed with them, and brought my saxophone, and we just played a lot of like blues and classic rock, and some oldies, and just freaking ripped. It was really fun.
That's so cool.
Definitely. I mean, I miss the stage so much. Oh
I
my
know.
god, I want to get out and gig again so bad.
I know it's crazy. I miss my students too. I was like telling one of them I'm going to be online for quite a while. Like,
Thank you very much for joining me on Matthew's Music Lesson Studio. Please share this video, like, and subscribe to join my more than 500 subscribers. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. And please continue to tune in for all the great shows that I have to offer you, like Matthew's Favorite Covers, Jam and Chat, Mastering Music with Matthew, original music from my band, Mellify, parodies by the Brown Streaks, and of course, music lessons. If there's anything specific you'd like me to cover, or any topic you'd like me to discuss, or an idea for a video that you have, or a collaboration you'd like to do, all those things are proper for the comments down below. Thank you so much for joining me. And did you know that you can get online music lessons from me on Zoom? $20 for a 30-minute lesson. This is a rock bottom price, live one-on-one, me and you, and I record it MP4 for you. And you can then review that lesson forever. You can have it so we can go over it, you can practice along with it, and then that way, no matter what, you can relax and enjoy the lesson. So please, MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com. I'll see you guys next time on Matthew's Music Lesson Studio.